my air signs, how are you? So if you are of air element, being Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or have those placements in your chart, this will be your full moon reading, full moon in Pisces reading. Just so you guys know, we are under a Mercury retrograde. So that means that there will be some type of snarls or hiccups in my communication to you. So please excuse me for that. I'm not going to stop this video to re-record this. I'm just going to go with the flow of things, all right? Anyway, welcome my air signs. I hope you guys are doing well. So let's dive right into your reading. So to understand what this Pisces full moon will mean for you guys is a question of the day. The main question surrounding the theme of what this full moon is, in addition to bringing balance and practicality and spirituality and bringing balance to those areas, the big question of the day is, what is the moon illuminating for you at this time? And so with the other elements as well, I have dived into pulling out what is the energy or what is the overall message in terms of what the supermoon will illuminate in you guys' area of your life. And so for a clue, it's asking for you to think back to the new moon that happened on February 20th to get an idea. Now, this is a general collective reading for all air signs, right? With that being said, I would not know specifically what it is. I can get an estimate or an overall clue based upon your spread here, absolutely. But you would know more specifically with whom and what it is that this will apply for you personally, okay? And so thinking again, what happened since this past new moon? Now, that new moon that happened on February 20th, it is what you have been, well, before we get to that, think about what it is. It's something either you manifested, prayed about, or contemplated about. It may have even happened even before that new moon. Again, now with that, you will probably know specifically because it can hit any area of your life. There's one area, though, that has come up the strongest, I will say, for you guys as we get into it in a moment. But in thinking, because this is touching upon one area, there might be other areas, and that's where you guys will know specifically what it is. A few months ago, going back to February, what did you initiate, or whatever that you contemplated? What was it that maybe have left you in a fog about something? What did you pray about in terms of maybe changing a situation in your life? So, in thinking back what it is, you will know if this reading will correlate with the overall theme, tying in with balancing something in your life, because definitely balance is needed at this time for you air signs. So, it is, what have you consciously or unconsciously manifested since particularly that new moon? Now, like I said, it could be something that you manifested even before that new moon, but specifically surrounding that, because when you think about the new moon, the cycle from the new moon to the full cycle of the full moon that we are entering in for today under Pisces, if there's been something that all of us, not just your air signs, that all of us might have been contemplating, and now this full moon is illuminating. So let's get into your card. So what is this full moon illuminated or has illuminated? It's illuminated the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Water, which is the same as the Knight of Cups, okay? That is what it is illuminating. And with the Knight of Cups, it is about emotions, which goes in with the theme, because Pisces is about emotions, but it also is about intuition, right? But you are tapping into your emotions. When you do that, you are in fact beginning to bring some sort of balance into practicality, spirituality, but you're also diving really deep into your emotions. So if you are a masculine, you are, you can say, tapping into your feminine energy. You should know that we have masculine energy and we have feminine energy. So if you're a masculine that is watching this, it doesn't matter. We all have both energies within us, okay? And if you are already a feminine, well, then you are going to even be more emotional around this time and trying to dive in deeper to really see what is working, what is not, and how will this full moon help me to go in deeper. And if you have been going in deeper, what is the overall outcome? So now that we know what your overall focus is that has been illuminated, let's dive into your cards. First card up is the Lovers. So this is one clue for me that it can pertain to a situation pertaining to someone that you are connected to currently in your life. And this definitely is pertaining to either your husband, your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend, but somebody that you are in partnership with on the love relationship aspect is someone that you are connected to. Now, the Lovers is, by the way, connected to your fellow, well, I don't know if I'm speaking to, I know I'm speaking to air signs, but you could be a Gemini because Lovers is connected to Gemini. So if you are a Libra or an Aquarius, you might be connected to your fellow air sign, a Gemini. Doesn't have to be, but this is what the Lovers represents, okay? But in fact, it's letting me know that it is somehow connected to someone that you are in a relationship with currently. And it could be, like I said, if it's not a Gemini, it's somebody of air sign that you are connected to, because I did get swords here. So for some of you, it will be pertaining to an air sign that you are dealing with. And it could also be, because we got cups here, it could be a water sign, because we did get cups out here. And we do have fire. So you could be dealing with speaking in more in terms of who else you might be connected with, that this might kind of hit home for you. So in addition to a Gemini or a fella air sign, but you could also be connected to a fire sign, because we got here the Knight of Wands, and Wands deal with those of fire element. But the energy right now we are zoning in on what this is symbolic of. The Knight of Wands is someone that has decided to walk away, to move away. If this is a physical move, if you needed to move physically from somebody or from an environment that has really, how can I put this, where it has served its time. You know, everything in life, you know, comes to an end. And this is one of these periods of time that this is calling for you guys to end something, or to leave a situation that really has not served you up until now. And I will say this, that some of you have already known this. And I think this goes back to that new moon, where some of you have already known there was a real inner, in your heart of hearts, you knew that this person, this place is not serving you. But for some of you, you have been wearing rose-colored glasses and you have ignored the signs. You have ignored. You have, in fact, kind of, you can say, avoided any type of action moving ahead. And if that has been the case, this full moon in Pisces is going to help you to even further connect with your intuition, because Pisces is connecting to your intuition, but also your emotions, which is capitalizing on your overall energy. So you will be in tune very much with this Piscean energy with this full moon. All right, but Knight of Wands is definitely taking action. You are definitely moving away, okay? Now, your last and third card is one of my favorite major arcanas of the Magician. Why is my favorite? Because I always feel that the Magician is about an illusion that we are under. Now, yes, for those that know, it can also represent manifestations, which in fact, for some of you, you have manifested. You have prayed for something. Pray for a change. No doubt, praying to remove yourself from this person, place, or thing. But for me as well, as I said, it's about an illusion. Why? Because it's where the fear comes in at. Fear causes trepidation. Or I should say fear is trepidation. Excuse me. Fear is like trepidation, right? Where having that fear, it blocks us from taking action to move forward. And whatever is causing this fear, don't know, you know in your heart of hearts what is causing this fear. But it's also, with the magician here, is letting you know that you guys got everything you need to move forward. The only thing that is holding you back really is yourself, because you saw the signs, you are seeing the signs, and yet you are still holding on to something or a situation that needs to let go. So with the magician, is letting me know and indicating, along with the Knight of Wands, that you guys have decided. It's almost like that judgment call. It didn't pop up in your reading, but to me, I think about the judgment energy, because it's like a final decision. And this full moon is kind of like wrapping things up. It's letting you see what you need to see, and it's really giving you that boost to charge ahead. Okay, now let's jump down to the clarifier. So to clarify that lovers, we got the Seven of Cups and the Three of Wands. Now this is where you might be dealing with other energies, or I should say other signs. Cups represents water signs, so you might be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, don't have to be, or you'd be dealing with a fire sign, which is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, don't have to be, but I just wanted to put that out there if this is resonating with you in terms of who this might be that I am referencing, in terms of you finally making a decision to walk away. And speaking of which, that Three of Wands is just like the Knight of Wands. Both of these energies have come to a decision to walk away, to move away. And if you are not there yet, and I feel that you guys already know, that you know what you need to do at this time. But if you still are not quite sure and you need clarity, this full moon is going to help you go deep down into your soul to help you make that decision to move forward at this time. And with the Seven of Cups, it does mentions it's about making a decision, right? There's a choice that has to be made, all right? It can also represent opportunities, but for me, it's about a decision, making a decision that's going to be right for you. And when you make that decision, it is taking us back to the overall message of this. There is where you will begin to have balance. Balancing, also meditating is what is needed at this time. And what this full moon is about, meditating. When you meditate, you are in fact bringing balance to your mind, body, and soul. Because I feel that some of you, as we shift over to the clarifiers for the Knight of Wands, we have the Nine of Swords, which is your energy here. Swords is connected to your element. For some of you, you've had sleepless nights. You've been having things on your mind. So you've been overthinking, perhaps. But I will say this, because air signs, particularly for Aquarius, you guys are overthinkers, or tend to think a lot. You analyze, which is good in situations. But surrounding this moon, I feel that some of you, like I said, have become more emotional, which is going hand in hand with the overall energy of this moon, because it is bringing up emotions, things that stir us, right? And if it's not stirring us in the right direction as to what we should go, it's going to help us, okay? It also came out with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, it brings news, but it also is about ascertaining information that you need to proceed. So again, if you didn't have, which to me kind of ties in with the Magician, having resources. So it's like you have already known what it is you want to do. You have gathered all the information, your tools, however your tools are, whatever your tools may look like for you, you have gathered it. You have gotten what you needed to press forward. So if you haven't taken that step already, it's because you have gotten your own way. Nobody else. Remember, at the end, the Magician also is about free will at the same time. And free will is the law that ties in with the law of attraction. But we all have free will to create a situation, to put ourselves in an environment that makes us happy, but to also surround ourselves with people that is going to make us happy, but bring a sense of peace to us at the same time. And if we don't, that means that we are getting in our own way from that happiness. Now, to clarify the last energy of the Magician, we have the Four of Cups and the Moon. So you guys are highly, very much in tune at this time. In fact, the Moon is connected to the Piscean energy of intuition, but it also is emotion. So you guys are going underneath the surface, because the Moon is things that have been suppressed, repressed, anything that is hidden. It's now going to help you to come out of that and to really be true to your feelings at this time, right? And with the Four of Cups, you guys have been bored. There's nothing that is going on that have made you very excited, made you very happy. You are coming out of that energy, like it's almost like you are looking for a new wave of life right now. And again, this full moon is going to help you to achieve that, because if this had been like a goal, a secret goal deep down that you haven't shared with anybody, only you yourself and you knows what have been your inner goal that you want to see for yourself in the next couple of weeks, in the next couple of months. This is where it starts. It starts today. So as we close out, so that's what I got with your general main spread of the tarot. We're going to close out by seeing what your spirit guides have to say. I pulled out a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and the card that came out, actually I would say during my shuffling, this flipped out. So I didn't put it back in the deck. I went with it because it flows with the message of your reading. You see here what it says? Deep knowing. And that's what I mentioned earlier, that you guys know intuitively, you know exactly what it is you need to do. You have to let go. And that is also what the full moon does, releasing and letting go toward your happiness, toward your peace of mind. So follow your intuition. Let your intuition guide you, because there's where you get the answer, and it's not going to steer you wrong. Okay? All right, my air signs, that is what I got for you. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you know what to do. Send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. Drop your feedback and your comments into the comment section to let me know what you think. But if by chance, as this is a general for all your air signs, if you are so much wanting a more detailed and extended reading of what this could mean for you even more, I am open for private readings. So go ahead and reach out to me via email to book a personal reading. There as well, I can give you a more detailed and a more tailored reading for your personal situation. Until the next time, I'm wishing all of you a wonderful Wednesday night. Thank you. Bye for now.